boarding and training facility, and this is Fitch. Really good little girl. She's been doing really good. She's getting much better day by day. She's getting better and better. I'm using a prong collar, just a 6-foot leash. Actually, I think this is more like 5 foot, but usually it's like 5 or 6 foot leash and a prong collar. She seems to respond to that. I've got it really, really loose, so it maxes out before it even gets real tight at all, so it doesn't hurt her. And she seems to respond to that really good. The only thing is, when you're done training, take it off. The only time she should have this collar on is when she's training, because it's a type of choker. If she jumps up and she could hook it on a gate or a tree limb or anything like that, it would strangle her. So when we return, we'll come back to the heel on leash, sit, stay, down, stay, and recall with hand signals. Good. Okay, this is going to be your heel on leash. 5 or 6 foot leash with a prong collar. And as you start walking, just tell her to heel. Her reward is leave the leash loose. Never keep it tight. If she's going somewhere other than when you, just to pull and release, and tell her to heel and keep walking. Don't stop because she stops. And when you stop walking, she should automatically sit. If she doesn't, turn and face her, give her a hand signal, and she should sit. Good girl. You ready? Okay, Fitz, heel. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's a girl. Good girl. Fitz, heel. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Exercise finished, and praise your dog. Okay, this is going to be Fritz's sit, stay. Hand signal to sit. The stays, put the palm of your hand in her face as you walk to the end of your leash. Now when you walk to the end of your leash, make sure you keep telling her to stay, or else she's going to follow you out to you. Okay, so just sit, stay, stay. Just go to the end of your leash, and you're just going to stand here for about 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. Stay. Eventually, you can go for 30 seconds or longer. But right now, with no distractions, just a few seconds, and reinforce the word stay as you return. Stay, stay, stay. Exercise finished. Praise your dog. Good girl. Okay, this is going to be her recall. You're going to have her sitting at your left side. All these exercises, dog is at your left side. The sit, the stay, walk to the end of your leash, turn and face her. Use your hand signal to come, is bring your hand to your chest. And call her a nice high-pitched voice like you want her to come. She should come and sit at your feet, but just as long as she comes to you is what we're trying for. Sit, stay, stay. Good girl. Exercise finished and pray. Okay, we're going to do her down stay. Again, you put her at a sit at your left side. You're going to turn and face her. Sometimes she doesn't go down real well, and sometimes she'll pop back up after you walk away. But she's doing better and better. We just have to have patience with this one. So you have her sitting at your left side. You're going to turn and face her and put your hand right to the ground as you tell her to down. Down. Good girl. She's actually laying on my foot. Good girl. And you have to really reinforce the word stay as you walk back slowly. If you can only take like 1 step, then only do 1 step. And don't stay away from her very long before you come back to her. Stay. Stay. Down. Stay. 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 Exercise finished. Come on, girl. Sit. Good girl. Praise your dog. Good girl. Okay, for conclusion, she's done really good. Really good. Her distractions are where she has her worst moments, but she's doing much better. The trick is to get her out here, get her to run down, and get some of that pent-up energy out of her. I have only used those tranquilizers just when I need to. I gave her a little bit of one earlier. She's slowed down a little bit, but it is hot, and she's been out here with me for a little while, so she's ready to go back inside. With a dark coat like that, she gets hot pretty quick. But One thing I do also, going in and out of doorways and make her sit, tell her to stay. I open the door, she's on a leash, and then I do the recall. I call her through the door and come to me, then I close the door and I go through the next door and do the same thing, going in and out of the building. I recommend you do that at home too, especially if you're wanting to have a service dog like you were saying. That's just one you don't want, as soon as the door opens, her try to fly out. It's a good trait that I've started, and you should probably keep up with it. But she's done really good. Her potty training, she's doing better. Keep her in a smaller confined area still. Seems to help a lot. Don't give her much water at nighttime. Even if I do give her a little bit of water, it's usually still there in the morning. But if you give her a lot and she drinks a lot, she comes in after she's been hot, she will pee. Anyway, she's done really good. I think she'd be good for the off lead later, but she needs to grow up because she's still very young. But thank you very much. Good girl.